Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, I Asmaul Husna, Assistant Professor in English, Kushtia Government Central College, Kushtia. I welcome all of you in my class. In my last session, I took this class through PowerPoint presentation, but today I want to take a live class for you. Actually, this class is designed for all groups of students, including both first year and second year students. I welcome all of you in my session. I request you to attend the class. Before conducting this session, I want to pay my great homage to our founder of nation, to our great leader Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and all the martyred people in the liberation war. Obviously you will understand that what is our today's session. Our today's session is about Unit 1, Lesson 1. The title of this lesson is The Unforgettable History. I took a session on Bangabandhu's 7 March speech, but today I want to take this class through live presentation. Before going to the session, to our main session, I will talk a little bit about Bangabandhu's speech. In my last session, I discussed elaborately on Bangabandhu's 7 March speech 1971, but today I will not discuss the speech elaborately. I will just tell you the synopsis of the speech and will talk about the textual practice as well. If you open the book, you will see a photograph of Bangabandhu delivering a speech, millions of people gathering there, and this memorable speech was delivered on 7 March 1971 at Racecourse Maidan. At Racecourse Maidan. Now it's Sarwardi Uddan. And I think that all of you have heard this speech for many times. And this speech, this Bangabandhu's memorable speech, is now translated into English and it's now included into your textbook. I think that hearing the speech and reading the speech in between the lines, it's not actually the same. It's far different. So you have to read the speech very carefully and minutely. I think that all of you have already read this speech by this time. Today I will just tell you the synopsis of the speech to remind you the speech again. If you open the book, you will notice that this speech is actually divided into two parts. In the first part of the speech, Bangabandhu narrated all the major events leading to March 7 speech. He mentioned all the bloody events that took place at that time, and in one point of the speech he mentioned that the 23 years of our history with Pakistan is a history with repression and bloodshed. He discussed all the ill treatment, tyranny, injustice and autocratic rule of the Pakistani regime, and in the second part he mentioned that under all these circumstances he asked to declare the the guideline of our liberation war, and he inspired the people to revolt against the Pakistani rulers, and he advised them to face the enemy. Actually this speech is highly motivational speech, and such type of speech is very rare in this world, and considering its value, this speech is now been included by UNESCO as the memory of the world documentary heritage on 30th October 2017. I think that you all have known the fact. So through this motivational speech, Bangabandhu asked the people of Bengal to fight against the Pakistani ruler, and Bangladesh gets in independence in 1971 under his leadership. Actually, this is the synopsis of the speech. Now I am going to show you some actual practice for you. In my last session, I told that this speech is a fast speech, and this lesson cannot be completed by taking one session. In my last session, I took this class through PowerPoint presentation, and I have showed you multiple choice question and open-ended question as well. Today I will show you some grammatical practice, that is I request all of you to keep an eye to the board, and if you keep an eye to the board, I have written there for you the grammatical practice, that is read the text and fill in the blanks with suitable word from the box. Make any grammatical change if necessary. That means this is the fill in the gaps with clues. There will be some clues for you, and you have to fill the gaps on the basis of these clues. Now I am reading the gaps. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the dash leader of Bangladesh. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the dash leader of Bangladesh. Then what is the clue will be here. Bangabandhu, if you notice the clues I have written on the board: events, epoch making, rulers, immediately, operation, inspire, ready, undisputed, confront, use, struggle, mention. I hope that you all have already know the meaning of the sentence, meaning of the words. This is very simple words here. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the undisputed leader of Bangladesh. He delivered an illustrious and dash speech on 7 March 1971. He delivered an illustrious and epoch-making speech on 7 March 1971. He made his speech in the presence of a dash gathering of people at Suwardi Uddan, the then racecourse Maidan. Of a huge gathering, of a huge gathering of people at Suwardi Uddan, the then racecourse Maidan. Many dash of the past led him to deliver the speech. Many events of the past led him to deliver the speech. In his speech, he dashed the history of Bengal as a history of dash and deprivation. In his speech, what will be the clue here? In his speech, he mentioned the word here, mention, but I have changed the word as past tense because the incident took place in the past tense. So you have to change the word here as past tense. Here I have written that make any grammatical change if necessary. If you feel that you have to change the word, you have to change the tense here, you can change the word and change the tense. Many events of the past led him to deliver the speech. In his speech, he mentioned the history of Bengal as a history of bash and deprivation, as a history of oppression, oppression and deprivation. Through his speech, he dashed the people of Bangladesh to get dash for liberation war. Through his speech, what will be the word here? He inspired. I have to change the word here as past tense. The verb here as past tense. Inspire. Through his speech, he inspired the people of Bangladesh to get dash for liberation war. To get, here is the word ready. To get ready for liberation war. To get ready for liberation war. He told the people to fight against the dash of West Pakistan. What will be the word here? The rulers. The rulers of West Pakistan. He declared the independence of Bangladesh dash Bangladesh indirectly. I again repeat the gaps. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the undisputed leader of Bangladesh. He delivered an illustrious and epoch-making speech on 7 March 1971. He made his speech in the presence of a huge gathering of people at Suwardi Uddan, the then racecourse Maidan. Many events of the past led him to deliver the speech. In his speech, he mentioned the history of Bengal as a history of oppression and deprivation. Through his speech, he inspired the people of Bangladesh to get ready for liberation war. He told the people to fight against the rulers of West Pakistan. He declared the independence of Bangladesh indirectly. So, such type of textual or non-textual gaps will be set for your question paper, and you have to be ready for this. It may be textual or non-textual as well. And I think that if you read the text very carefully, you will able to answer all the textual practice. Your text will help you greatly to solve all the textual practice. Now I am going to another practice for you, textual practice for you, and this is writing a flow chart. Now I am writing on the board. Please keep an eye to the board. Based on your reading, of the passage, make a short note. Any of the boxes. One will be done for you. This textual practice is called writing flowchart. The question here, based on your reading of the passage, make a short note in each of the boxes. One will be done for you, and on the basis of one clues, you have to answer another flowchart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to complete 5 flowchart. And the rule of writing flowchart: write in brief and as much short as you can. You will just write the title, just write the heading of the chart. You will not surely elaborate the sentence. Your sentence must be short and brief. What is the demand of the people? Oh, sorry, I have forgotten to write the text. You have to flowchart about. You have to write the flowchart about the demand of the people of then Bangladesh or Bengal. About the demand of people of then Bangladesh or of the then Bengal. What is the demand of the people of then Bengal? They want to be free. One clue is written for you, and you have to fill up other clues as well. Then what will be our second clues? The second clues will be, what is the demand of the people of then Bengal? They want to be free. They want to live. You have to surely avoid subject. Start with bhar. Want to leave. What will be our third clues or third flowchart? Want to build a country of their own. Want to build a country of their own. Want their rights. Want their rights. And the last flowchart will be want to get economic political and cultural freedom. So, what were the demand of the Bengal people then? One is already written for you, want to be free, and another five flowchart there will be want to live, want to build a country of their own, want their rights, want to get economic, political and cultural freedom. I have written the chart in this way and you can write in your own way. But one thing you have to remember that whenever you will write a flowchart, your sentence will be short and obviously you have to deduct the subject. You will start it with bhar. Actually, I think that if I want to show you all of the textual practice, my today's session will be so long and you can't concentrate your mind for so long a session, and that's why I am finishing this session here. I once again thank you. I thank you all to attend my session.